So click on create a new project, then select this Windows Form app, not this Windows Form app .NET Framework, which is the old version. So select this one and click on next, then click on next, then create. First, let's see my database. My database is AdmissionDB and it has a table called admission form. This is the design of my table and these are the data in my table. Now let's try to connect this database. So select the project, right click, then click on add, then click on new item, then click on this C# items and select a plain text and change its names to app settings.json. App settings.json and click on add. Now it will show an error, so simply add this to bracket and I will paste this one. This is my connection string and this is the name of my connection string. If you want, you can change this default connection to another name if you like. Now let's click on the view, then server explorer, then select this data connection, right click, then click on add connection. If you are then click on change and make sure you select this Microsoft SQL Server. Click OK. If you are using SQL Express free version, then in the server name type /SQL Express and authentication to Windows authentication, encryption to optional, and select the database. If your SQL Server resides in server, then type the IP address of the server and change this authentication to SQL Server authentication and provide the username and password of your SQL Server and select the database. Right now I am using the standard version, so and my SQL Server resides in this PC, so I will select from drop down my server name and authentication to SQL Server authentication and provide my username and password of my SQL Server, and I will make this encryption to optional. And if you have encryption, then select the mandatory. Right now I have no encryption mode, so I will select optional and select my database from the drop down and click on test connection, then click on OK, then click on OK and select this connection, then type F4 and click on this connection string, Ctrl A, Ctrl C, copy it and paste it over this double quote, and I will simply change the password with the password of my SQL Server, that is admin@123. After this, select the JSON file and type F4 and change its build action to contain and copy to output, copy if near. Build action contain means when we create setup file, this JSON file will be contained. Copy it if near means if anything changes in the JSON file, then the latest version will be copied. Now let's add some packages. So select the project, right click, then click on manage, new, get packages. You must have internet. Click on browse button and type here Microsoft data.sql client. Select this one and click on install, then apply, then I accept. Next, Microsoft extension.configuration. Select this one and click on install, apply. Next, Microsoft configuration extension.configuration.json and select this one and click on install. Next, Microsoft.extension.configuration.extension file. Select this one and click on install. And the last one, that is newtonsoft.json, and select this one and click on install. Apply. Green sign shows installation is successful. Now let's learn the encryption part. So double click on this program.cs class. So let's add some namespaces. This is used for encryption, decryption, and this is for reading text, and this is for accessing JSON file. This is the JSON file. Now let's remove this internal completely, and I will declare some method here for encrypting a condition string written in the JSON file. So I will paste here. I will expand a little bit. My function name is protect connection string JSON. So I will call this method here. So this is my method name. I call just after in this static void main, and I will explain the meaning of my method. So this line shows that it will locate this app setting JSON file. If this file is not available, then it will show JSON file not found, and this line indicates that it will read the text in this app setting file, then it will parse to JObject, and if the connection string is available, then it will go straight here. If the connection string is not available in the default connection, then it will show default connection not found. If it is default connection string and the string is available, then it will extract the connection string. This line shows if the string is not encrypted, then it will encrypt and save to this app setting.json file. If next is that if the string is encrypted, then check whether it starts with enc to prevent encryption again. Next, if the string doesn't start with enc, that is, it is not encrypted, then it will go into this block and it will encrypt. And this is the decrypt part. If the string is encrypted, then it will decrypted in this string. So this is the code. So first you take a screenshot of this code. This is the first part. After this you have to, this is the first part, and after this is the second part. This is the code you have to write in the program.cs file. Now let's do the coding part. So click on the form 1 design, drag and drop one data grid view and a button. So drag a data grid view and I will expand its size. Drag and drop one button. I will resize and select this button and type F4 and change its text to submit. Now double click this submit button and let's add some namespaces. This one is used for connecting SQL Server and to perform SQL command etc. And this is used for configuring this app setting.json file. Just after this constructor, I will write a method, and my method is get connection string. After this, I will click on my design form, then double click on this submit button, and I will paste the code for displaying data in the decrypt view. I will explain my code one by one. So this is the get connection method. In this first part, I am going to access this JSON file. This is the code for accessing, locating the JSON file. So this is the first part, you can copy, and this is the second part. In this part, we are going to get the connection string from my connection name default connection. If the connection string is empty, then it will throw connection string not found in app setting.json. And after that, if it is passed, then that connection string will be decrypted and return the connection string. Now the button click event is to display data in the decrypt view. So this is the code, and I'm extracting form number, name, date of birth, country, from amount from my table admission, and display the data in the data grid view. So this is the first part, and if anything error occur, then it will throw error in this part. Now let's run the project and see whether encryption occurs or not. Now click on the submit button, data display. Now let's see whether the connection string encrypt or not. My project name is Windows Form App 5. So let's locate my project. It is in tutorial, and in this Windows Form App 5, in the bin folder, debug, then click this one, and here it is. So double click it, so it is encrypted. But in this app setting, when you click, it will not be encrypted. I will tell the meaning. Just go to the project. There will be two app setting. First one, this one is the development app setting, in which the connection string will not be changed. But in bin means the production bin. The app setting present in this bin will be the production. So this will be encrypted. So this will be encrypted, but the production, that is the production means, which is located just after opening this one, it will not be encrypted. This is the development app setting. So this will not be encrypted. You should always encrypt your connection string if you produce app, because if your app is installed on 2-3 computers, and if someone knows your credential of your SQL Server, then they can go through your SQL Server from one computer and they can delete your database. So always encrypt your connection string. So use this method always. In this method, encryption will occur only if your app is installed and first time it is open, then it will automatically encrypt your connection string. So don't change anything in this app setting, in the bin, debug, and this one. Don't change anything. Simply you create the exe file. It will automatically encrypt after installing to another computers.